Hello everybody. Today I just wanted to share something quickly. These are some, let's say, labels or whatever you want to use them. Um, Somebody asked me if I can do a tutorial or just show how I made them, and I wanted to do that today. I made these probably 6 months ago or last year. I don't know. How I did it is I glued two pieces of paper together. I used phone book paper, so as you can see here, hopefully. And I glued two pieces together. I had a lot of problems like paper stretching and all that, and it didn't, quite fit because I glued two pages together, and this is just stack of yellow pages that I actually tore from the huge phone book. So how I glue it is I glue two pieces together in the phone book because I think it's easier. You don't need to align it. And I take my glue stick, I'm gonna just demonstrate. And first of all, I try to glue from top to bottom because I don't want to stretch the page where I'm putting the glue on, because when I did that and I went from left to right, the bottom page was sometimes like 1/8 of an inch bigger, and it didn't align right, and it was puckering and all that. So now I just glue it from top to bottom, and I start putting glue on the, let's say, the half of the page, and then I stick paper down, and then I do the rest of the page from top to bottom, and then I have really nice looking glued page together. It's not that thin, so it's kind of quite good. So yeah, I tore this off, but I could just leave it on the actual phone book thingy. So, because I do usually that, and when it's finished, I just tore and, you know, I tear it off, and that's it. So what I'm gonna use is the biggest brush that I can find for watercoloring. And what I do is, maybe I can demonstrate a little bit. I usually use few colors. It depends, okay? So I'll do, I don't know if you can see here, but I'll do blue and blue, red, and yellow. I usually do 3 or 4 colors. Hope my stuff is not in the way. But what I'm gonna do is just, I'm gonna make from top to bottom, and I do put it landscape-ish. I don't know how to say it. So I just make various stripes, and the more water that you have on your brush, the more it's gonna look. It's not gonna be so pronounced. Like I've made few today. Let me show you. It is not going to be like this. This is one that I made that I picked up a lot of pigment, but I didn't have much water on my brush. And the other one that I had more water was this one. So yeah, let me just finish this blue. So I do this. I think I thought I'm the red, and then I go red, and then I just repeat colors. You can do whatever. I just started with this, and if you don't want to have it so you know strict lines, you can spritz it, and if I can take another, you can just make it more like it's blending together. Okay, So this is how I made like 4 or 5 sheets, different colors, and just go to town with it. And then this is the oldest cutting board for paper that I have. And you're gonna see here I have 3 different settings. This one is straight, and this is like dashed, and this is the wavy one, and I mainly use it just for wavy lines because it cuts really nice. This is one that I made today, and this is one that I made like probably 6 months ago. And I used really not much color on these ones because I wanted to make them more vintagey. That's why I went with that style. But what I wanted to say is I love this wavy look, you know. You could probably use scissors like this, like decorated scissors. I think they have more different ones, something like this. But it's sometimes pain in the butt to align it and all that, you know. And you can actually have it straight if you want to. That's fine too, you know. Or just tear it with a ruler so you have like edged, like, you know, it's not really neat. So yeah, just wanted to show you that I did use this one because some were asking me how the heck did I do it, and yeah, I couldn't do it without it. So it's really old one, so that's that. Then what I did is this is the one that I made with watercolors, the edging. I just used the sponge, and maybe we can do another one, shall we? Because I do have watercolors here. So before I glued down, you know, I took my watercolors, and you can do whatever color you want. It doesn't need to be brown. It can be pink, yellow, whatever. Whatever you desire, it can be. So I might use this one. I cut 2 pieces, one from the back for the background and the other one for my front. And usually how I cut the backgrounds is just on, I cut all the 4 edges with this deco thingy. And then I cut the paper on 4 pieces, and that's all. I didn't measure anything except the white paper, so I'm gonna see the edge around it, and I could go smaller as well. So I will use, do I have some pink? Can I use pink? I have not enough pink here. Let me see. Maybe I can do blue or dark blue. I'll try to go light blue. My sponge is not that clean anymore, so I should go wash it off, but you know, let me just show you. I just do this and tap on it, and you know, this looks really nice. I love this color. Just to edge it, to actually, I mean, you don't need to, but I like to because it looks nice. And then I have this one, which nothing is blue on this one, but what the heck. Let's just go with blue. Maybe I should do a dark blue. I'll leave it as it is. Sorry. Let me see. And you do need enough water, because spongy does absorb enough water to actually pick up the pigment and put it down on the paper. And since the paper is doubled, it's sturdier. So that's good. And I would glue it down with PVA or, you know, glue stick, whatever. And this is it. I kind of like this one. And it's really different, you know, different than any other. So I thought I would try those, you know, distress inks that I bought probably last year. I don't know when, but last year. It must have been last year. And I'm gonna use some of the... I usually make a lot of these. Let me show you what I mean. Like this. I just make them in stacks and stacks and try to pair them together. And these are some white paper from notebooks that I just smooshed some color on way back. I don't know when. Let's do this one. So, but basically they're all the same style of doing it. Let's do some vintage photo. Let's do some blue. Blue again. And I'll try to take my clear sponge, because everything is dirty. Okay. Let me see. I didn't use them for so long now. They're so juicy. That's good. They're really juicy. So, I kind of like the watercolors better, because I don't need to put so much effort into it. So I guess I'll do it again here. Okay. I think it would look nicer if it was black. Not so in love with it, but you know, I'll try to do the outside with black. Let me see how that goes. So I'll use some black here. I'm thinking which sponge did I use for that inking on vintage ones. And I usually put these labels on envelopes, or, you know, just some papers that I want to cover something. Well, this looks nice. Not that bad, not bad. So, and you can stamp an image on it or whatever. You can, you know, this basically for me, I made them just for putting on the envelopes, bigger envelopes and recycled envelopes, so I can actually have a big label, address label, so I can, you know, put their name on. Even if I make envelopes, I would actually put this label on, because I think it looks really nice. So I hope you kind of got motivation and ideas to do some labels. You could probably do, I don't know, bigger version of just covering a text of something, like in a junk journal or something. If you want to put some text or you want to write, you can actually make your own text windows. I don't know how to say it. It reminds me of computers and Word. So I think this is kind of it. I don't know what else to say about it. If you have any questions, just ask me down below, and I will answer them. Till then, I wish you happy crafting and really nice day. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.